Most creators think retention is a content problem. Better editing, faster cuts, more B-roll. They optimize everything except the thing that matters. Here is the truth. Your viewer does not decide to watch your video. Their brain decides for them in 2 seconds, before they are consciously aware of it. And once that decision is made, it takes a completely different system to override it. Most creators never learn that system. They keep improving production quality on videos their viewers have already decided to leave. In this video, I will give you 2 frameworks. One explains why people stay. The other explains how to build a video that makes leaving feel impossible. Both come from psychology. Neither requires better equipment. Let's start with the decision. Chapter 1. The 2-second decision. When a viewer lands on your content, their brain does not watch it. It scans it. The prefrontal cortex, the rational part, is not involved yet. The amygdala runs the first pass. It is looking for one thing only: threat or reward. Threat means, this is going to waste my time. Reward means, something here is for me. That scan takes between 1.5 and 2.5 seconds. If the reward signal does not fire, the viewer swipes. Automatically. No conscious choice. The brain made it. This is why fixing your hook matters. But it is also why hook fixing alone is not enough. Because here is what most creators miss. Getting past the 2-second scan is the entry ticket. It gets you into the room. But staying in the room, that requires something entirely different. It requires the brain to feel 3 things simultaneously. This is where most content fails. Not at the door, inside the room. These 3 things have a name. I call it the virality triangle. Chapter 2. The virality triangle. The virality triangle has 3 corners. Each one is a psychological force. Each one controls a different part of viewer behavior. When all 3 are active at the same time, the viewer cannot leave without conscious effort. Most viral content achieves all 3 by accident. You are going to achieve them on purpose. Corner 1. Universal relatability. If only some people feel addressed by your content, the rest leave immediately after the scan. Universal relatability does not mean generic. It means your hook touches something that almost every human carries. Fear of wasted time, the frustration of working hard and seeing nothing, the feeling of being behind people who started later. These are not niche emotions, they are universal. When your opening line activates one of these, the brain classifies the content as relevant. The viewer is now inside the room. Corner 2. Emotional hook. This is the one most creators confuse. They think emotional hook means shocking the viewer, a bold claim, a provocative stat. That is not emotion. That is information. Emotional hook is resonance. It is the moment a viewer thinks, "This is describing me exactly. This person understands something I have not been able to name." That moment creates a chemical response, dopamine and cortisol in combination. The brain enters a heightened state of attention. In that state, the viewer is not watching your video. They are watching themselves through your video. Leaving becomes costly. Psychologically. Corner 3. Completion compulsion. You may know this as the Zeigarnik effect. The brain cannot rest on an unresolved question. It will keep returning to it until it is closed. The mistake most creators make is this. They create the open loop in the hook and close it too early. By minute 2, the viewer has everything they came for. Nothing unresolved, no reason to stay. Completion compulsion requires an unresolved tension that survives the entire video, not answered until the final seconds. This is the triangle. Now, getting into the room, staying in the room. That is the first layer. But there is a second layer, the one that controls intensity. How a video feels to watch from second 1 to the end. This is the intensity curve. Chapter 3. The intensity curve. Every video that holds attention follows a pattern. It may look different on the surface, but underneath, the intensity moves in the same shape. 6 stages. Stage 1. Declare. This is the opening statement. Not an introduction, not a welcome, a declaration. You are telling the viewer exactly what they are about to experience, and you are making it feel inevitable that they need to hear it. Declare is low intensity, but it is the foundation everything builds on. Get this wrong, nothing else works. Stage 2. Assess. Now you show the viewer their current position, where they are, what they are missing, what it costs them. Intensity rises, not because you are attacking them, but because you are holding a mirror. The brain tolerates discomfort when it feels like diagnosis. It rejects it when it feels like criticism. Your job in the assess stage is to be accurate, not motivational, not harsh. Accurate. Stage 3. Isolate. This is where intensity peaks for the first time. You take the problem and you narrow it to one specific cause. Not 5 reasons, not a list. One root cause. The brain responds to clarity like a pressure release. The viewer feels they are finally understanding something they have been trying to name for a long time. Isolate is the moment a viewer saves your video. Stage 4. Process. Intensity drops here, intentionally. This is where you deliver depth, the mechanism, the research, the proof. The reason the isolated cause is real, and not just your opinion. Intensity is low because the viewer is now learning. You are building trust in the trough. When trust is high, the climb back up feels earned. Stage 5. Build. Now intensity rises again, faster than the first time. You are constructing the solution, frame by frame. Each step forward increases the viewer's sense that they are about to receive something actionable. The completion compulsion you installed in the hook is now pulling the viewer toward the end. The open loop demands to be closed. Do not close it yet. Stage 6. Reveal. This is the peak. The full system becomes visible. The framework clicks into place. The viewer understands something they didn't understand at the start. But the reveal is not just information. It is the moment where the viewer thinks, I can do this. That feeling of capability is the most powerful retention signal in existence. It is why they save the video. It is why they come back for the next one. The intensity curve is not about entertainment. It is a map of trust. Each stage builds one layer of it. Now you have 2 tools. The question is how to use them together. Chapter 4. The combined system. The virality triangle tells you what to create. The intensity curve tells you how to structure it. They are not independent. They are the same system at 2 different levels. Here is how they map. The declare stage activates universal relatability. Your opening statement must speak to something universal. If it does not, the triangle never forms. The assess and isolate stages activate the emotional hook. This is where the viewer sees themselves. This is where resonance happens. The process and build stages maintain completion compulsion. You are deepening the unresolved tension, not releasing it. Every new piece of information opens a slightly larger question. The reveal closes everything simultaneously. All 3 corners of the triangle, all 6 stages of the curve, in the same moment. This is why some videos feel impossible to turn off. The viewer is not watching passively. Their brain is working, tracking the open loops, anticipating the resolution. And when it comes, the feeling of completion is dopaminergic. They watch it again. They share it. They come back for the next one. That is not luck. That is architecture. You now have the blueprint. But a blueprint only builds something when you actually use it. So here is the protocol. Before you write your next video, run this. Step 1. Write your hook. Ask 3 questions. Does it touch something universal? Does it make the viewer feel seen? Does it leave something unresolved? If any answer is no, rewrite the hook, not the video. The hook first. Step 2. Map your script to the 6 stages. Declare, assess, isolate, process, build, reveal. Each section should have a clear role. If a section has no role, cut it. Step 3. Check the completion compulsion at every stage. The open loop must survive until the reveal. Every section should deepen it, not close it. Do this 3 times, 3 videos. Same protocol. Your retention will move. Most creators are 1 framework away from understanding why their content is not working. You now have 2. The virality triangle, the intensity curve. Use them separately, then use them together. The difference in your numbers will not be subtle. Think sharper. Earn smarter. This is MindStack.